Come on. As hard as you can. Come on, let's go. As hard as you can. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna try this pre-workout Antwan sponsored with, but I see what it's paying for it. That's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Real rating, no blades. I rated like a 9.2, 9.5. Hey y'all boys, we be seeing all the clip in the edits, right? Bro, y'all boys keep clipping and making clips for TikTok, bro. And make me an edit too, bro. I be seeing all the edits Antwan be getting, bro. And clip his YouTube video so more people can tap in.
So we're back with another lift today, and Calvin hit 175 on bench. I wanted to see what he could hit before we actually began the actual lift, and he ended up hitting 175 on bench. So that's a good accomplishment for him, especially when he doesn't go to the gym like that, right? So what I like to do with most of my lifts is I like to always prioritize progressive overload and getting stronger to quick amount of time. So we start off with the 65s. Last session we did 70s for 2. So I'm just going to be doing the 65s for reps for a couple weeks, and I'm just going to see where I'm going from there. I like to always go heavy with slow and controlled form. I genuinely just cannot lift light. Lifting light is just genuinely boring to me. I always like to be in that 3 to 8 rep range. I never go anything above 8 reps. And the main reason why is it's just boring. Like, I just don't find it fun. It takes like a couple reps like for me to genuinely feel the intensity when it comes to high reps. When you're doing low reps, high intensity with heavy weight, by the time you get to your second rep, you're already damn near feeling it already, right? So that's why I just love high intensity, low volume. Ever since I've started high intensity, low volume, I've gotten stronger at a quick amount of time, and I've gotten bigger. I love to go in every session giving it absolutely 100% because I'm passionate for what I do. I love training. I love what I do, right? So there's people that think you need to be heartbroken to train hard. I've been telling people this for a long time in my videos. I've never even been heartbroken before. So if people think that you need to be heartbroken in order to train hard, and people think that me, the reason why I do what I love to do, the way I'm passionate for what I do, the way I train, is because I am heartbroken. Honestly, that is genuinely like a disrespectful thing to say to me and cringy thing to say to me, because I'm not heartbroken. I just love what I do, right? I love training hard. I love going to the gym every single day, giving it 100%. But that's just how the gym community is. There's people that genuinely think that you need to be heartbroken in order to train hard. You have people that are the foreign police. What else? You have people that give gym advice that don't know what they're doing. We have people that are fake naturals. In my opinion, I don't claim me ever being in the gym community. I don't even want to be talked about in the gym community. I just love going to the gym, training. I just love what I do. I don't want to be a part of none of that. Don't even call me an influencer. I wouldn't even call myself an influencer. But someone that trains hard and make videos to motivate others, you would call that an influencer, which is, correct. That's what an influencer is, right? But at the same time, I don't want to be a part of any of that type of gym community. I just want to be my own person in my own lane, in my own zone. I'm not worried about none of them people. I train for myself. I'm inspired by myself, and I only train for myself. I'm not competing with nobody else. I don't want to be stronger than nobody else. I don't care about nobody else, right? I just care about my own progress. So my shoulders are my weakest point right now, and I've been prioritizing them the most. This is my week 2 of me doing, not week 2, I did not mean to say that. This is me, my progress of doing shoulder press for only a couple of days. I did 90s for 1. The only reason why my shoulders are so weak is not because I got injured. It's because when I first started working out, I did progressive overload. I didn't, do shoulder pressing. This is actually my first time ever doing a dumbbell shoulder press. So if y'all know, sometimes you can't genuinely be naturally strong on some movements. You genuinely have to spend months on months on a movement to genuinely get really strong at it, even years, right? So for me to be able to rep the 80s on shoulder press after only doing, dumbbell shoulder press for like a couple of days is my own personal accomplishment. I love that I'm able to do that now because I know that in the future I'll be able to rep 100s. There's so much things that I want to tell y'all. There's so many things, so much information, so much things that I could tell y'all in one video, and it could really change, some people's lives. It could really change, my perspective on training, y'all perspective on training. All the things that I do is all personal experiences. When I train, personal experiences. When I give advice, it's personal experiences. All the things that I have learned during my training throughout the years, all the mistakes I have made, every mistake I make, I always look back on it, reflect on it, and be like, what can I do to change this? What can I do to, not fail again? What can I do to not be in that same position again? What can I do to lift more weight? What can I do to be stronger? What can I do to know more? What can I do to do this or that? It's all personal experiences, right? So every time I give advice, every time I tell people about my program, every single time I tell people about how I've been getting stronger a quick amount of time, it's all because of what I do. The 3 to 8 rep range, the progressive overloading every week. If y'all want to know, Antwan, do you do 1 rep maxes every week? No. If you think I do 1 rep maxes every single week, you're sadly mistaken. Because I wouldn't even tell y'all to even do some shit like that. I do 1 rep maxes every every once in a while. I don't ever do 1 rep maxes a lot. Like, you rarely ever see me do 1 rep maxes. Most times y'all will see me do is like a weight with 3 to 2 reps maybe, but that's not a 1 rep max. It's like a weight that I can rep, right? My rep range is 3 to 8, so if I ever get 2 reps, I obviously lower the weight on the second set so I could be able to get 8 or 6 reps. Or sometimes, even if I get 3 reps on the second set, there's always other movements that I can do to, prioritize my chest. I recommend doing 3 to 2 exercises per muscle group, or 4. If you're a person that literally just loves just doing hella volume, I feel like 4 to 3 sets per exercise, you could do that. But honestly, the best is 3 to 2 per muscle group. So I love training so much. It just got to a point where this is what I love to do. Like, there is nothing else in this world that's going to stop me from training. I just wake up in the morning and look forward to doing this. It's just me being in these type of uncomfortable positions, me being in these type of physical, training environments, me being in the gym. It's so peaceful. It just makes my mind so much better. After I get done training, I think better. I feel better. I'm overall better. I feel like I'm just over here becoming some new person. Every single day I go to the gym, every single day I show up, that's me becoming better every single day. I'm just constantly feeling that urge in me, just feeling like, wow, like I'm really becoming the man I always wanted to be. And that's how it feels to get up every single day, get up early and crushing your goals, doing everything you want to do that has everything to do with your goals. Waking up every single day, doing every single thing that you always wanted to do, doing everything that you said that you thought you couldn't do, doing everything that you don't feel like doing. When I do things that I don't feel like doing, it just makes me feel better, because it's just like, damn, this is like, I didn't feel like doing this, but I did anyway. People make training feel like it's war. They make training feel like it's, hell, when in reality, that's cringe. That's nothing how training should be promoted. Any type of training. This could be boxing, wrestling, bodybuilding, basketball, football, whatever it may be. Any type of sport. People make their sport seem like it's hell, but in reality, if you're passionate and if you love what you do, if you love training, that shit is fun. People don't go. I promise you right now. There's some people. There's two different people. There's one person. That person that genuinely just goes to train because they have nothing else in this world to do. Because they have to do this. They have to do this for them to have a bright future. They have to do this because, if they don't do this, then they're going to be working in a factory their whole life. And it's that second person is that have a stable house and they're a good person. There's nothing going on in their life. They have a perfect, life. But genuinely, they just love their sport. They love training. They love the sport they've been wanting to do their whole life. So if people genuinely think their sport is hell, it's not, because you're showing up every day to go there anyway. I promise you right now, any type of sport, any type of training, yes, there's going to be times where you genuinely have that physical, that physical barrier where it's telling you to stop doing more reps, or to stop running, or to stop here, take a break, or to stop. It's just always that little voice in your head that's telling you that, this hurts. Like, stop. Why do you keep going? This hurts. Just stop. But you just do it anyway. When you get those type of voices in your head, when you get those type of feelings, people call that hell. But in reality, that's just how the body works. That is natural. Real hell is war. Dudes, there's even dudes out there that literally have to eat bread and bugs and shit in order to survive. Like, I quite frankly don't understand why people think going to the gym and doing sports is harder than people that have to live in fucking the woods and people that have to carry barrels over their head just to survive. Like, that is way, way, harder than any of the stuff we're doing. So if you think training should be hell, it's not. Training should be fun. Training should be a thing that you look forward into doing every day. Training should be to be something that just makes you feel like you're the best version of yourself. Something that makes you feel good. Something that makes you feel better than yourself. Something that makes you look forward to doing every single day. If you're doing a sport, if you're doing a type of training that you genuinely don't enjoy and you don't have a passion for it, do something else. Because I promise you right now, if you don't have passion for what you're doing, you're not going to last long. You're probably going to end up quitting. That's why you see a lot of people that train, they end up quitting after a couple weeks because they don't see that quick instant gratification. They don't end up seeing progress, when genuinely someone that, that doesn't care, someone that just thinks, okay, well, I'm not seeing progress, but I'm going to keep doing this anyway. Because imagine how I'm going to look in a couple months. Imagine how I'm going to look in a year, like 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You want to be that guy that visions things like that. So the pump was good. The lift was good. I've said so many things I've been wanting to get out of my chest for so long. So many things that I wanted to tell y'all. If y'all want to know if I'm injured or not, I've never even been injured before if I'm training. I've never been injured before. If you ever get injured when you're training, that means you have to lower the weight. That means, you're ego lifting. So if you have been injured before training, just lower the weight. You're doing something wrong, obviously, because y'all see me train heavy all the time with ridiculous amount of weight, and y'all never have seen me get injured before. I've never even told y'all I've been injured before because I never have. I just have stretch marks that look like an injury, but it's not an injury, it's just stretch marks. And every single session, I'm fine. So if y'all want to know, I'm fine. Because some people may think my stretch marks are bruises when they're not bruises, they're just stretch marks. That's literally all they are. If they were a bruise, I would know, because you would be able to feel it. Anyways, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, and we're going to be back with another collab with Calvin.